Yeah, what's up? What's up? Sorry, man, I'm a bit late. I had a few problems. I've got a new technology, and it's a pain in the ass, like it always is. This technology is meant to like make your life easier, but all it does is make your life more complex. By the way, did you uh, did you get the intro? I made a special intro for this, but it was being real difficult. You know what I'm saying? So you might not have seen it. Anyway, I'll show it in a minute. It's basically Gay J, you know, uh, trying to reminisce about AKA skins and how good it was. No intro, brother. Oh, well, I'll show it in a minute off my phone, man. It's a shame. The thing is, right, like, you go through all the processes, and I've been through these processes again and again and again. Um, and you know, they hardly work. Technology's meant to make our life easier. It makes it harder. Imagine being an old person having to put up with that shit. Yo, Railway fan, my boy, 2000. What's up, brother? Hi there. Hi there, too, brother. It's great to have you here, man. I hope you're well. You know, much respect. I thought I'd do a preview for the. There's a few big fights this weekend, so I thought I'd do a preview. I'm gonna do a live for Usyk Dubois when it's live, you know. And horribly, I've got to pay days on like 25 quid. Because if you have it on a stream, and I got enough streams, bro, don't worry about that. I got enough streams, but like I don't want it to hang. I don't want it to pause. I've got to have it proper. Why? Because of the funds. Because of the funds. You know. Anyway. Oh shit! I didn't mean that. I pressed something by mistake. Hey, new to streaming. Oh well, apparently I get $25 if that's a mistake anyway. Railway fan. 2000. I'm going to Usyk Dubois. Oh really? What are your tickets like, man? Because the problem is with these stadium fights, you know, you got to be miles away. I know they got these big TVs and shit. But you know, you're miles away unless you're willing to pay out some mad cash. You know, good luck, man. Tell us what it's like. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, so if your phone's there, you can drop me messages, blood. Ah, my boy, one of the Maloney brothers. Well, they're not brothers, but they're both Maloney's. I've got a lot of Irish funds. The time has come, as David Greenblatt would say. The fight starts now. Yeah, man. I've spent time doing this intro, but it would not allow me. This is a new iPad because my old one broke, which is pathetic. Why would you break in 4 years? But this is a new iPad. Well, it's a refurbished one. So you know, and it broke as well. So I had to get the refurbished, which sounds ridiculous. So it ended up costing me like £250. You believe that? Anyway, there we go. Railway fan says, I'm roughly in the middle of the stadium. That's not bad. That's not a bad position. It's not. I think it's not a bad fight, you know, because you got to think, is Dubois? He's changed. He's better. Is Usyk getting old? I can't really remember who's on the undercard, but there's only 6 fights, but there's some good fights on there, man. So I hope you enjoy it, brother. I hope you have a good time. Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? Huh? ST, that king is live, blood. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done one for a bit, and I apologize. Obviously, I got you know, I felt very low after my dog died. ST says filming on potatoes. You should pick up. That shouldn't be a potato. It should be clear, bro. It should be clear. This is on a new iPad, well, a refurbished iPad. I'm very disappointed. I mean, do you know what I mean? What's more important is what we say, what we talk about, not the fact that it's filmed on a potato. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why that is. You know, I'm drinking a bit of wine. I was going to give up. I gave up for a few days, but I've had a hard time. My dog is gone. It still affects me. You know, it still affects me. It hurts me. By the way, if you didn't see the intro, this is what it's meant to be. Hang on. I've done I've done. Do you know the song called "Night Night" by Kano and someone else, some other rapper, some whack rapper? You know, bro, when you got a bad man's, when you know what he means. So this is my version. This is maybe the intro. You know, bro, when you got a bad man's, when you know what he means to you, and you got like a name. Like I had this name for this Chichi man. I used to call him AKA Skins. Yeah, because he had like a huge foreskin. Well, even a 5 skin, but he was my delight. Like night, aight? That's right. Yeah, lick him and then leave him high. And then leave him high. Yeah, never take my advice. And when it comes to skins, bro, innit? Anyway, I thought it was quite funny. Railway fan, I was at the perfect public workout, the pubic workout. I think it'd be public. It was the first time I saw Usyk and Dubois, and about 85% of the fans changed Usyk. What, you mean sporting Usyk or what? Tony Maloney in the house says it's a shame Usyk these Dubois isn't taken in Manchester, England. Yeah, I wonder if that piece of shit David Greenblatt is going to announce this. I suppose he will. It's cringe, man. Right, my left. Can you tell us more Parsons stories? I know a lot. Like I said, I rinsed him on my old Twitter account, which got taken away, and he tried to get on with me. I've got PMs. Obviously, I've screenshotted them all, so I've got them all out there. And he goes, yeah. Ooh, what's up, man? What you saying? Like a street guy. I was like, yeah, what's up, man? What do you want? Oh, yeah, man. Let's see if you bring the same energy. Come to the next fight and come and see me. I said, listen, blood, I'm 15 stone. I'm 6'1". I used to box as an amateur. I will fold you in half, you pussy hole. And he was like getting all upset. And then he blocked me because he's a mug. You know, his eyes are too wide apart as well. I know I go often for people that eyes too close together, but his eyes too wide apart. What are your thoughts on golf and tennis? I actually quite enjoy tennis. The problem is, since the Williams brothers, I know they're retired now, but when the Williams brothers started to play tennis, women's tennis, I stopped watching. Men's tennis is still interesting. Yannick Sinner, I said like 5 years ago, I said to my boy, who's Italian, even though he's like from northern Italy, so they speak German from where he comes from. I said, listen, bro, he will be one of the best. And sure enough, he has been. You know? Did Parsons have any stories? I think he's the one getting Byros stuffed up his batty. He's a wrong un. And Fitz, hello to all. Pray Usyk gets through once again. Well, he should do, right? And also, like, you know, you've always got to be suspicious with boxing that they might be playing games. But the Ukraine game bigger than the clergy playing game? I don't know, man. Sorry, I meant to say Chant Usyk, and Usyk walked past me as well. He wasn't as big as I thought he was. Well, no, he's not big for heavyweight. You know, and that's what makes it even more impressive. I like to see Job Tire. Oh, J. Opatai. It's Opatai. That's how you pronounce it. It's Opatai. It's Opatai. I saw a video on it. You know, it shows you at least the lower level heavyweights who that weigh 300 pounds can compete, but they have to be good. Does Cougar know you? I remember when you saw him in real life and he looked scared. Yeah, I was in Manchester, England, and I went up to Cougar and I saw him there. He's quite big, but he's fat. He's out of shape. He's a bum. He can't fight. He was like Han's alleged bodyguard. But, you know, imagine having a bodyguard who can't fight. And yeah, so I filmed him. I said, yeah, we say Cougar. And I talked about views and this, that, and the other. And he was Scared. It should still be up there, man. Yeah. You Starmer Oive. Hello, Chubby. I want Usyk to win for Ukraine grift. Yeah, that's the only problem. Yeah, and if you notice, right? I already done a video. You can watch it when he has one leg pulled up, which is a secret society thing, and then he does this. What does that mean? What does this mean? 33. 33. What does that mean? You know what it means. It's a secret society thing. ST, didn't Sinner get done for drugs? Yeah, he did, but he seemed to have got off it. I mean, like, so Clarence Shields. No, not Clarence Shields. Who's the other one? Alicia Baumgartner. It happens all the time, but if you make enough money, you'll be let off, man. Yeah, exactly. He managed to get short. But so did Canelo. Canelo got done for, beef, tainted beef. And he got only 6 months. Well, he doesn't even fight every 6 months. And then you get a guy like Liam Cameron, who I'm beginning to stop feeling sorry for. Because his woman, I've done a video on this, was serving Yayo up. She got a 7 year sentence. And by the way, I don't really care about drug dealers. But what I do care about is that, you pretending to be Mr. Innocent and, your bird's serving up Yale. So you're lying. And then also, Yale's very bad for depression. Very bad for depression. I'll say you Starmer. I gotta watch out. Or if the Amalek was telling people that our enemies are Amalek, they will be wiped out. Oh dear me. Again, Coogan is why remigration needs to be considered. Well, it should be considered anyway, man. It's ridiculous, man. I actually know some Sri Lankans that work in one of my local shops. They're lovely, but they can, they can go be lovely in Sri Lanka. They don't have to be here to be lovely, And it's not like everyone who comes through immigration gets asked, "Are you a decent guy or are you a wrong 'un?" "Oh, I'm a great guy." It's bullshit, man. 33 barrels for Stevens. Yeah, I bet he's one of them as well. All the British Boxing Board of Control are members of that society. Who is the GOAT of tennis? Whew. A female, I don't care. Male, you probably have to say Roger Federer, who I used to dislike, because I don't like guys that are so dominant and too clean cut. But he was stylish, man. He was stylish. I like Novak Djokovic. I lean towards Novak. He's still going, even though he's past it. What did he get? The semifinals. And he's Serbian, and he refused to get the jibber jabber. So what does that tell you? What the fuck? Sorry. I think I was playing my tune again. If a restaurant was named Biro Steve, we'll go to it. Yeah, but what do you eat? Ugandan food served with a biro, like chopsticks. You eat them in 2 biros. Ugandan food. I don't know much about Ugandan food. I quite like what's it called? What's that rice they do? Jollof rice. I think that's more Nigerian than Ghanaian, but I like it. I don't mind it. But some of it looks like slop. It's too late for remigration. Yeah. About only like 50% of primary school kids are white British. So Djokovic, this is Alan Fitz. Djokovic is best ever. He's based as well. Yeah. He's basically you'll get. I'm still a bit suspicious because he did the one eye thing, and you got to be suspicious for everyone whether they control the opposition. But was that George Michael? Ooh, brother, George Michael is one batty man. He's brown bread too. Where's Emperor Michael? It's been 2 years, I think. I don't know, man. I tried to help him. I gave him some time on the channel. But he turned on me. And why did he turn on me? Because I kept on saying to him, I had Sonny as well. I had Sonny and Emperor Michael. And Sonny's like, come and spar me. and Emperor Michael had been training for a fight against one of those brothers. I forget their name. And so he was fit. And he goes, no, I'm not going to. I need 3 months, Sonny. I need 3 months, Sonny. I'm from Eritrea. And I said, come on. I said, listen, you got a chance here. Get back in the channel, get your channel going. And then he started to get annoyed at me. He switched himself off and he came out. He's an idiot, man. He's an idiot. What is Oladodo like from up close? He's a man, like, I think. What do you mean, Ade? Oh, man, he's just a bum. He's just a bum. How many people have... How many people blocked you on social media? I mean, literally tens and tens and tens. But I don't have the account anymore, so my account got banned because I was speaking too much truth. Because they hate the truth, they hate reality. I remember that stream triggered because you was encouraging him to fight Sonny. Exactly, and he got angry and said you should do it. I mean, he was like, why don't you do it? I said, well, because I said I would, but I'd knock him out anyway. But I'm saying, you got a chance to restart your channel. Go and do it. You've been offered. You're fit. You're in shape. Go and do it. The black caller. Hello, the black caller. 199. Big up. Glad to see you back. Big up too, brother. I hope you're all right. Check out the black caller's channel, man. He's my boy. Thank you. That's 199. You can always give me, if you feel like it, super shekels. Look in the description. Bitcoin, Litecoin. Buy me a beer is good because they get quite more from that. They used to have Cash App, but Cash App fell victim to a scam, and it no longer works. You get like I've been part of that as well. That there's a illegal case with a lot of people against Cash App for dropping your name in, man. But it's great to see you, Black Caller, man. Great to see you, man. I was going to ask the Black Caller. He's here, bro. My boy's here. Black Caller, we need people that like you physically in the country. It's good news. I like the Black Caller, man. He's real. We had a little issue, but it was all BS. It doesn't matter, man. There's very few real channels especially about boxing, but at all on the internet. So, thoughts on men who get earrings and nose piercing? They are batty mans. When I was a youth, like 15, I got my ears pierced because it was a bit bad boy and a bit edgy, and I got tattooed done when I was like 20 because it was edgy. But now I cringe, man. I'd rather be pure, like them Dagestan guys in the UFC. They ain't got no tattoos. They ain't got no piercings. Yeah, I don't believe in their religion, but these guys have some respect for their body. Tony Maloney, remember when Spencer got sacked from Sky saying Rivas failed a test, another fail for the failure theory? He's failed in everything. He tried to become a local governor. He tried to be a comedian. He tried to be a commentator. He tried to be a boxer. All these things he tried, he failed at all of them. He's a bum. He's ugly. He has a retarded prefrontal lobe. And he's not likable. I don't even know no black people that like him. Cash App is banned in the UK. Yes, it is, Black Caller. It still works in America. I didn't know that, but there's a huge group legal case against them, so I've applied for it. I don't know if I'm going to get anything. Oy vey! If they are white or Latino, it looks good sometimes, but now they're carrying or hoops that only. I don't know, man. I think I prefer pure women with pure bodies. I see all these, especially white women's, in the gym, which I haven't been to for like 4 months, but and they got all these script. I've seen these most pretty girls, blonde girls, blue-eyed girls with beautiful bodies, too tight. What they're wearing is too tight, but they got these scribbles all over their body, and they're just scribbles. There's no aestheticism. No, is that the right word? There's no aesthetic kind of reason to have them. They're just rubbish. Yeah. My boy Black Collar Law. I got my ear pierced too when I was a teen. Then in my 20s, I stopped printing into, yeah. I was like, when I was young, you know, I was a bit bad boy, you know. And I was, you know, I wanted to look like a bad boy. I wasn't really, not at that age. I got there later. But yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, I even saw this Ute, this white Ute, right? He was a lovely guy, great boxer. He was faithful to his girlfriend, and he was a lovely boxer. And he come in, he had these huge fake diamond earrings in his ears, and I was like, and tattoos all over his chin, and I'm like, blood, what are you doing, man? You're a good-looking young lad. You're a respectful young lad. Why you got that rubbish all over your face, man? You know. Spencer Fearon is a weirdo. Well, he's not just a weirdo, he's a loser. Didn't Spencer try and be a drug dealer? Oh, yeah, but turned too gross. Exactly. That's the other one, right? He got nicked. He spent only like 2 weeks on remand. Why? Because he sung like a canary. Woo, woo, woo. He sung like a canary. You understand me? And, you know, he grassed up the guys he was working with, who was from Colombia. He's a wrong-un, man, from every aspect. That story about the man with the big head was hilarious. That's what he just said. Yeah, I did a video when I was in the restaurant, you know, with my pal, and this guy with a huge head, really posh, who talked really loud, a huge fucking head, like double the size of Lamotta's head. I've done a video on it, and he kept on staring at my table. I'm like, this is beginning to piss me off. And my pal's like, yo, Triple B, don't lose it, man. I said, listen, man, he's been rude. He's sticking his huge head in my fucking lap, looking at what I'm eating. All he's got to do is ask politely, not stick a huge head. It had moles all over it as well. Yeah, it was disgusting, man. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Railway fan. The first video I saw was a YouTube video about Big John. I've done several videos about that degenerate, revolting glutton. So yeah, I've got to slag him off because, you know, I don't mind the Fisher family. I'm not a hater. You know, I think, you know, well done. You guys are family. You're sticking together, but you know, you're disgusting, gluttonous, fat, pink hog of a father is pushing greed. And Chinese food. It's not even Chinese food. He bought 100 burgers. You believe that? You see it on his Insta. He's banned me from one Insta, but he got several Instas. And he bought over 100 hamburgers. No, sorry, 50 hamburgers and 50 cheeseburgers from McDonald's to get delivered. What's wrong with you, man? And Foster, my boy, what's up, yo? Yo. Piercing tattoos of women scream trashy. They're good for just for a few nights. Well, I'm depressed because like some of these girls are very pretty, and some of them are even like polite middle class. I look at them, I'm like, you look like shit. Yeah, you look like some 5-year-old kid scribbled on your body. You look rubbish. You know, I'd smash you. Well, back in the day, I'd smash you, but ain't no way I'm introducing you to my parents. You look like shit. Yeah, without further ado, no tattoos, no piercings. That's right. My dream is to meet a beautiful woman who's a Christian, who is respectful, who has a good family. I don't know if you can find that in England. You might be able to find it in like Syria or Coptics in Egypt, something like that. But yeah, no tattoos, no piercings. And you know what? A woman that's nice will cook you a nice meal. A nice meal. You know what I'm saying? And look after you. And you look after her. She cooks you a nice meal. She gives you pum pum. Yeah. But you make the money and you look after her. And if she has a child, you make sure they're taken care of and you're a good husband. Yeah. Bernard Goez, it feels great to control the world. I'm on a beach with my boy Jeffrey. Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. I wonder what he's doing. Is he, he's probably laughing his ass off. Black caller loves pum pum. He's an oil driller. No, he can't be an oil driller. He's black. You're only an oil driller if you're a white guy who likes black pum pum, like Otto Wallin, Sonny Edwards, Andre Ward's father, Caleb Plant, guys like that. They're oil drillers because they like, you know, I mean, I'm not hating on them, it's up to them, but they like, you know, dark pum pum. They like the dark pum pum. Piercings are kind of cringe. They're not kind of cringe, they're super cringe, man. People who have tattoos around their body look stupid. Yeah, man. I'd rip mine off if I could. Black caller. Is Dubum Dad's black magic going to work against Usyk? Yeah, they say this about Daniel Dubum's father. Like, apparently he's into, like, juju. He's into juju and stuff. I don't know. I believe if you're a proper Christian and Usyk is Orthodox Christian, then you can rebuke and dispel all magic and juju because it's evil. So if he wins, it's not because of juju, it's because of age, man. That's right, Usyk's Christian, yeah. Final prediction, Usyk beats Dubum too. I'd say a fair Usyk, if not Dubum by corruption. I'd say Usyk on points. Dubum seems to have developed a great chin. He's big. Usyk's older. I forget that low blow. That was a low blow. But apart from that, Usyk dominated him. But Dubum seems to have raised to a different level, man. And people think because Spencer remembers dates of some whack 70s fights, he must have legit knowledge. Yeah, he's an idiot. He calls himself the master knowledge. He don't know shit about boxing. He's a bum. Wayne Alexander battered him in 30 seconds. Who's that guy? David Walker, you know, who looked way smaller and killed him in 4 rounds. Yeah. Apparently there has to be 100 fresh live chickens chopped off this week. Black caller stands. I can't say all these words, but the black callers laugh. I love to see the homeboys laugh, man. Johnny Fisher crushed Otto's girls. I don't think there's any proof of that. I don't think Johnny Fisher's into the same kind of girls as Otto. Johnny's going to have a heart attack. Big John, yeah, it's ridiculous. How he's 49, he looks about 65. All he does is stuff his greedy face. He keeps on going like every month for the last 5 months. He said, yeah, I'm going on a diet. And he pictures a couple of pictures of some cucumbers with some mackerel on it. And then, like 2 days later, he pictures this ginormous buffet, this great, like, mountain of Chinese food. Disco Dave. What up, Disco Dave? What was about the choreograph? I'll boom you. Yeah, you remember when Tyson Fury's bum of a dad said to, I think it was KSI, I'll boom you. I mean, that's not normal behavior, you know? Fat John Fisher started advertising solar panels. Like, yeah, I saw that on a YouTube advert. I saw this fat. I was waiting for a YouTube, you know, video to show, and I see this fat, disgusting pig tell me I should buy solar panels. I wonder if it's the same solar panel company, Campbell and Han. Yeah, Campbell and Han. I've done a video, obviously rinse him. I've told you from the beginning he's a bum. You know, he's arrogant. He can't fight. I want to see him get flattened. I'm not a mean guy, but I want to see him get flattened. But yeah, he apparently now puts up solar panels. I guarantee he comes back. Oh, Fossil, women tattoos look wrong. Yeah, something wrong about it. Makes the body look unclean. I agree with you. I mean, even on men. If you're a man, I like the old school tattoos, and I've got a few tattoos and that, but on women, they just look horrible. Am I dead yet? Hello, Chubby and everyone. As usual, hello, brother. Great to see you here, man. A lot of posh girls are fecked in the head as well. Well spoken and chummy, but mad cows from my experience. So, listen, bro. I've been out with a few posh girls, and I like the, you know, they're polite, they speak in an educated way, you know, they're blonde often, you know, until you go down the club, and they have a couple of drinks, they get their yayo on. Usually, you pay for it. You have to pay for the yayo. You give them a packet. Before you know it, you take them home, and their face is in the pillow and their ass is in the air and you're smashing it. And she's making noises like, and you're like, man, your dad paid 300 grand for your education. And what happened to you? You did Yale, you had drinks, your ass is in the air, your face is in the pillow, and I'm smashing it. Yeah, it's quite weird, that, isn't it? How much does he weigh? Who, brother? Problem is getting tattoos, they never go away and they look as bad as when you age. Removing them damages your body. Well, the main point is this. I mean, people say they look bad when you get old. I mean, old bodies look bad anyway. You know, like rubbish, man. You know, they're always stretched and this kind of thing. But it's not so much that, right? It's if you do, yeah, tattoos, it poisons your blood. And the lymph nodes, which are in your neck, and they balance your hormones, they get full of ink and it damages them. So yeah, it's definitely a bad idea. No, Triple B, tattoos and piercings are beautiful. Okay, guys, don't be so racist. Triple B into Voodoo Magic. Well, I mean, I quite like Daniel Dubois because, yeah, he's simple, but he's likable. Although Frank Warren always pushes him in to get aggressive, and you know, like the Joe Joyce thing when he said to his mother, "At least you won't see your son get bashed up by me because you're blind." That's not really Daniel. He's been given that. Is he into voodoo magic? Well, he alleges he's a Christian and says he used to read the Bible and do push-ups, but he's probably a liar. I mean, he's doing HGH anyway. Simon Hill, what up, Simon Hill? What's up with you, man? You think John Coffey will quit again? Who's John Coffey, brother, and who's he fighting? Dubum is an ABA man, yes. So he is part of secret society. They all are. I've seen lots of people with tattoos, mainly from Western Europe. Yeah, like Muslims don't really have tattoos, although they do. Look at Nico Ali Walsh, the fake guy. He's got loads of tattoos. You know, but unfortunately, I got a man who lives in Korea, and he's like, even the Korean women who are more respectable, you know, they're not as in your face. They're not like slappers. They're not like slappers from Manchester, England. But they're covering tattoos now. As you not entertain, or you not entertain. Yeah, I hate that cliche, man. Kane Dingle boxing. The Black Quarter has been grooming two women on his channel. Be careful, everyone. He's not. I'm sorry, man. I'm not getting into this bullshit. I'm not getting into channel stuff. Black Quarter's always been cool, so I'm not hating on him. So I'm sorry, man. I don't know why he said that, but I don't watch that stuff. Tattoos are weird, man. Especially women. They're horrible on women. You should be careful about magic because it backfire on the son. Yeah, because it's unchristian. And the superior God is Christian God, and you know, if you sell out to the Romans, you end up paying, man. I'd rather debunk sick of these Ukrainian fascist beggars. There is something cringe about Usyk and even Zelensky. You know that guy with the greasy face and a big nose, and he's only 5'5", going up to Trump with Usyk's belt. He's been used for propaganda. So part of me thinks they will get Dubon to win. And remember, he's meant to box Tyson Fury next year. So part of me thinks for the Yuki thing, they'll get Dubon to win. But part of me, I think they'll get Dubois to win for the clergy plan, man. It's difficult to say. People think Dubois improved because he beat two punch bags and nearly retired Gage. Yeah, but he did. He started taking a punch. He used to be a quitter. Am I dead? I think Usyk wins by stoppage around 10. I think it's going to be points. I think Usyk will outbox him. It'll be like the Gage fight. You know, he'll outbox him. He'll win most of the rounds. But I don't think he will stop Dubon this time. Oh, Foster, I've been looking back at the old British champs and stumbled across undisputed worldwide champion Lloyd Hungan. He's disabled now, I believe, due to being obese. I didn't know that, man. I was good friends with Lloyd. I used to see him at all the fights, so we used to kick it. We even went out for a drink. He always used to dress like a pimp. He had a great career. He's born in Jamaica, but he's a fun guy. I didn't realize he was in such trouble. That's a shame, man. But unfortunately, pro boxing is very dangerous, and this kind of stuff can often happen, man. It's the 4-hour push-ups that made Dubois' chin his photo test pro. Well, yeah, I bet. The show, my 600-pound life in cheating, but I'm scared to see the horrors on it. Yeah, you should get Big John Fisher on it, and that fat posh guy who I talked about on my channel. It's bad when people that are evil even hate us. Yeah, I agree. But this is what we live in. The biblical traditions, the biblical predictions are coming through. This is close to the end times. KSI nearly spat on John Fury. Yeah, I wish he had, man. I mean, I don't really care about KSI. He's a wrong one as well, but John Fury is an idiot. I couldn't look at my father, any family member again, if I was morbidly obese and he had to wipe my ass. I mean, yeah, imagine that, man. Imagine being like 49 and having to rely on other people to wipe your ass while you stuff your fat face with 150 pounds of chicken chow mein. James says this is just Nordic Warrior fan base. It's not. I like Nordic Warrior. He's my pal. Yeah, he comes on the channel sometimes. But with different channels. Don't be silly, man. I know this is old news, but your opinion on the Gareth A. Davis and Big John beef they had after Fisher resigned. It's pathetic. And it showed what a child. John Fisher is, because John Fisher's like, how dare you say my son lost that fight? Well, most people think he did. Or you're not welcome in my house. Well, that means that Gareth A. Davis, is going to miss out on a lot of Chinese food. Yeah. Disco Dave, John Fisher's like a big solar panel. He's enough to generate enough energy for the whole country. Yeah, he's a pig. Back in the game, is Scott Quid on the spectrum, brother? Yeah, Scott Quid, he did all right. He did what he did. Do you remember that terrible intro on Sky TV when they had that thing where he walked from his home into the arena and it was so cringe? Can you imagine he came up with that idea? Oh, I've got a great idea. We'll pretend he just walks in his shorts and his boxing gloves straight to the arena. What cringe, man. I don't know if he's on the spectrum. A lot of people are these days, especially young people I meet, because they been injected with nonsense. But I don't know. Scott Quigg, I never really paid much attention because the midgets are midgets. And then, to me, the larger fighters, the heavier fighters are always the Kangs. Jamie, opinions on people in the YTBC, the YB Nordic Warrior Blue Collar Sports. I like Blue Collar Sports. I like Nordic Warrior. God bless him. The YB is an idiot. He copied my old channel. He admitted it. He even approached my channel after it got banned, and I re-released it and asked me to do him a favor, a video, which I did. And he goes, I'll big you up. And then he didn't. He's a scumbag. He works for Goldman Sachs, the vampire squid. Chill B telling us about his adventures, but most Gen Z men will be virgins in their 30s. Most women will be lonely. Well, yeah, because of pornography, because they will get, women, they've manipulated women so that every woman thinks they should get an alpha Chad who earns 250 grand a year, who's over 6 foot, who's good looking, and they're like fat pigs. Why? They don't deserve that. Yeah, they should find a nerd who's nice. Yeah. Elmo has been tweeting some face stuff, but hang on a minute. Where's fucking Elmo? Wait, are you telling me that 6 million people got killed in using only 2 crematoriums that take hours to kill a body. That's impossible. Shush. And fist. Ergovich is solid, but he fought like an idiot. The ref allowed Dubois to headbutt this. Yeah, he did. I expected Ergovich to win that fight. But yeah, Dubois, strangely, his chin improved, man. You know. 1 or 2 tattoos on a woman can be sexy. Yeah, little ones. Well, they used to be, but now they're just cringe because they're cliche. It's like in the old days, it was rare, you know, like having like a pierced belly button. I remember back in the day, a girl with a pierced belly button, you think, oh, that's sexy. Now I look at it and think, vomit, cringe. A lot of men are fed up with women with all this feminist agenda. A lot of men running solo and they don't want to hit it. Exactly. And that's the thing, you know. Why would, you know, you want a pain in the ass? When half these girls just whack off over porn and get online, man. Hello. The voodoo is getting pegged by a transferring Brazilian transformer. Yeah, I thought he'd dropped her, but I don't know, man. Jamie, what hour of the day do you start drinking? Usually about 4, but I don't drink late, man. Triple knee is like purple hacky. Nah, he's not as creepy as him, man. John Coffey is Dubois. Oh, it's like John Coffey from the Green Mile. Oh, you mean because he's like a moron? He's a cretin. He's an imbecile, and you know. I never watched that film, but I know what you mean. You know, he seems likable, Dubois, but he's a cheat as well with all the HGH. His head has changed shape. He's got all these marks on his knuckles, which are, you know, on the bones, which are an indication of HGH abuse. Yeah, so, you know, that's probably his dad, man. I don't know, man. You already exposed Disco Day. You already exposed the Ukrainian, the pimping and human trafficking. Yeah, Vitaly Klitschko has been called out. There's a woman called Katerina or something, Ostarenko, and she says that he owns a huge strip club. He's into human trafficking. He's got a huge flat, and underneath it is a strip clubs. Yeah, they're scumbags. Sonica Blade. Hey, old Chilby, blood. What's up? How you go? You all right? All things good, man. It's great to hear from you, man. Triple D should rub some chili powder on his glove. Fuck Usyk, guys. I mean, I would rather at this stage Usyk to win, even though I know that they're all part of the secret society and part of the agenda. Alex Bellotti in the house. Hello, my Italian brother. Evening, Chilby. Hey, Ro. Yeah, your live stream. Oh, thank you, Sonic. But yeah, I'm very depressed for a bit of time. I don't like to play the mental health violin, you know. Do you know what this is, right? You see what this is? This is the world's smallest violin, playing just for the people with mental health problems, like Ricky Hatton and Tyson Fury. But, you know, I was low on good account, and my poor dog died, and I miss him. Tyson, I miss him, man. Without further ado, when Usyk dropped Dubois, it was with a jab. Yeah, and the other ones didn't even hit him. To that dodgy eye. Do you think Usyk will target that as the next fight? Usyk's a very clever fighter. He will target what he has to do to win. So if it's the case, that would be correct. Owen Foss, correction with Hunnigan. I believe he's in a wheelchair now due to being in a car. He's had weight issues, though. He had a heart attack in 2017, 2020. Seems like crazy. He's really likable, actually. He was quite arrogant when he was young. He used to brag about shagging women until 6 in the morning before he fought. I don't know if that's true. But Hunnigan, you know, if you consider British, is one of the best British fighters there is. But I'm sorry to hear that. He was always... The problem is he's got like 9 kids. How much money does that take from you? 9 kids. But he was always at little shows. I see Bethnal Green him all the time, just like a pimp. And, you know, I'd kick it with him. I've gone out on a drink with him. He was actually very likable. Very likable. So that's a real shame, man. Any update on time with Sonny Edwards? Are they still rhyming? I mean, I don't really care. So I prefer Sonny now to Tyne, because Tyne is a wrong'un. He's a nonce. He's creepy. You know, he humiliates mentally ill women. So I'm on Sonny's side now. As Sonny goes, not doing no videos tonight. You're not doing no oil drilling tonight. I'm glad we remember this stuff. I let my family wipe my ass. They just. I like honesty, Sonica, but. Oh, I'm sorry, man. A lot of families are dysfunctional and they get up to all kinds of nonsense. So, I'm not going to argue with you. It's quite funny, though. Sonica, are you a woman? I believe Sonica is a woman. Yeah. Yeah, quadruple zero, Sarge. Is it bad that my mum's favorite was chicken chow mein? No, man. I love it. I love chicken chow mein. I love crispy chili beef as well. That's another one. And I usually have one more dish. I have 3 dishes, though. I'm not like that fat, gluttonous, pink hog, Big John Fisher, who orders like 100 dishes. But chicken chow mein is lovely, man. No problem with that, man. No problem with that. Honk honk in the house. The Ukraine griff seems to be dying off, which makes you think it might be Dubois' time. Good point. Good point. Good point. I see KJ's in Mykonos now. I wonder what he's doing there. You're joking, man. Mykonos is Greek island. And it's well known for batty business. Straight people go there as well. And it's a beautiful island, but it's mainly known as a batty boy island. So, yeah. Disco Dave. Scott Quid look at upper class. Why upper class, man? Okay, this is interesting. Disco Dave. Max Jenkins went to YB house. YB sent his money. I thought, that bum, he occasionally sends me an email and he pretends it's not him. It's pathetic, even though, I've got him on tape. I've got him, I gave what's it called, like an alias, like a number, right, to him. And he gave it to Sonny, and Sonny admitted that he got the number off Max Jenkins. I'm like, it's so obvious you, Max. Why do you pretend? He goes, it's not me, it's not me. I go, you're a bum. I'd knock you out. Sonica likes nerds. There's definitely something likable about nerds. I mean, they're more likely to be faithful. They're more likely to be nice to you. They're more likely to be gentle. I mean, they're not necessarily, sex symbols, but yeah. Where's Bert? I don't even know. Where's that fucker? That's not Bert, right? Where's that Bert? Anyway, he's got a few things to say. How can you have... No! Stop it. Yep. If you don't know, you don't know. Look at Holodomor, man. Can't trust it. Yeah, Public Enemy. Can't trust it. Oh, I remember that song, man. That was a bad song. I also I Can't Do Nothing For You, man. Flavor Flav got problems of his own. One time, I'm generous, right? I'm not being immodest, but I like to give money to homeless people. Obviously, a lot of them are drug addicts, but, I'm like, when you're on the street, it's not a great life. I'll help you out. You do what you want with the money. I even saw this one guy when I went back to London, right? He was homeless, and he had a book. I mean, an actual book. And he was reading it, and I said, yo, bro, I had to give him some money, man. I only gave him £1, right? But I'm not rich. And, I gave him because I thought, man, I ain't never, see nobody read books these days, let alone a homeless person. So I had to give him some cash money. But yeah, I once said to this homeless guy who was crackhead and who was a bit aggressive, this black guy in Brixton, he can't say, yo, could you spare some change, blood? I said, listen, man, I can't do nothing for you, man. I said, Triple B got problems of his own. I might have to go. Sonica's English. Well done, girl. Well done, girl. Well done. Who's Charlie Parsons? I never heard of him recently. Have you seen my video on him, Railway? He's a bum. He's a midget. He chatted me up. He seemed to think that I was too scared to front him at a show. Yeah, let's see if you show the energy. I'd fold him in half. I told him, and then he blocked me. Give us a full breakdown of Porky's Corner, how Usyk kissed the Saudi Arabia. I haven't watched Porky for a bit, but it wouldn't surprise me if Usyk has been bought. Okay, I'm going to drain the lizard. Right? While I'm draining the lizard, remember, you can super shackle, super chat, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and what's the other one? Buy me a coffee or beer. I'll be back in a minute. But keep speaking, man. I'll be back in a minute. I just have to drain the lizard. Ask me some good questions. Ask me some good questions, man. Ask me some good questions and get your shekels out. I don't want to be. I have my begging bowl out, but you know, I'm a poor man. I used to be well off, but now I'm a poor man. And weirdly enough, it makes no difference to your life, except it's harder to pay the bills. Being happy is about your individual relationships with your woman, with your family, with this kind of shit. Can you hear me? Yeah, that's the most important thing. Obviously, money helps because you don't have to worry about bills. There's plenty of rich people that are unhappy and that kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Robin Williams. You remember Robin Williams, the comedian? Yeah. Robin Williams killed himself. Yeah, even though he was super rich, he still killed himself. So it's not just about money; it's about personal relationships. Money will make it easier because you don't have to worry about debt. You don't have to worry about bills. Well, a lot of these rich people get greedy, so they buy massive houses they can't afford. Do you regret not getting married in your life, or are you content? I do regret it. I do regret it because I fell in love and I was just too childish. I kept on trying to, thinking I still want to party, and I was in my mid-30s, and it was exactly the right time to get married, but no, I didn't, man. Yeah. Vitaly's Ukrainian did it. Yeah, I wonder if it'll come out. Probably not because he's from Ukraine, right? Well, like I said, if you watch that woman's she'll probably get whacked. If you watch her Twitter, I can't remember what her name is, something Ostarenko or something. And she exposes all these people, including Zelensky. By the way, thank you very much to the Black Caller for his £1.99. Thank you, guys. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to get my begging bowl out. This is a community channel, bro. If anybody wants to show some love, please. Hi, Fergus Stevenson. What's up, bro? Any thoughts on the Kevin Arena fight? Oh, vs Lawrence Okoli. He's a big underdog, Arena. But I always thought he's rubbish. I always thought he was rubbish. He's big friends with Oscar Pistorius. In fact, Oscar Pistorius tried to incriminate him because he loves guns and he shot a hole in a restaurant floor. And he was eating with Kevin Arena. He said, listen, bro, can you take the hit for this? Because I'm too famous. I also thought he's rubbish. But he dropped Kevin, Daniel Dubois 3 times with one punch. But then he never tried to stop him. It was very weird. But I'm not sure. He might be bought. Obviously, he did a lot of PDs. He's gone up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. Okoli's a big head. Well, he was a huge cruiserweight. He's got broad shoulders. He can punch. He can hold. He could grab you like an octopus. I think Okoli will win. But he bottles it, Okoli. When Chris Billum-Smith was roughing him up, he kept on grabbing, holding. He even got dropped and he's grabbing his legs after getting dropped. So it's quite interesting. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. He is back. The man. The legend. I didn't even call his name, man. Shane Bongos is in the house. I'm enjoying this live. It's great to see you, bro. I didn't even have to take out my juju stick and say the name. Shane Mongol, Shane Mongol, Shane Mongol. It's great to see you back, and thank you so much for the buy me a beer. I appreciate that. It's great to see you back. I'm sorry I haven't been around that much. As I said, I've been through. I don't want to cry like a pussy or play the violin, but yeah, I went through a rough time, and you know what. It's great to see you back, brother. I really appreciate it, man. May God bless you. Okay, where am I at now? Railway fan. Lorena's a small heavyweight. He's like 6 foot. Yeah, he's small, but he's 230 pounds. He's obviously on the PE dish, although he's never felt a test, like Otto Wallin would say. But he really hurt Justice Hooney. He's definitely got something, but I used to think it was rubbish, and I bet against him every fight, and I lost every fight that I bet at the time. I don't know. He's a weird one, He's a weird one, Okoli is a weird one as well because he can be a coward. He can be a pussy hole, but he's also got great, he's got the perfect body for a boxer, which is skinny legs, wide shoulders. He can punch. We'll see. The Sonica Blade. What's up, girl? The mythical Bongos. Oh, the mythical Shane Bongos. Yeah. Where's my bloody juju stick? Shane Bongos. Yeah, it's great to see everyone here. Oh, that's so kind. Fergus Stevenson. Hello, brother. Just found the channel today. Entertained me for the last 2 hours. God bless you, Fergus. Are you from Australia? I've had a lot of weirdly. I did a video on Paul Gane and Sonny Bum Williams, and I suddenly got loads of people. Subscribing to the channel. And basically, all I was saying was, I feel sorry for Australian, fans. And I got loads of Australian fans. Cyborg, Jared, Boxing Classics, Dan Morphy. I think they're probably asleep now. And they get stitched up like 70 to 80 pounds for any fight. Cyborg Boxing says pay per zoo. Because anytime you want to watch the Zoo Brothers, you gotta pay them. Oh lordy. Oh, without further ado, Retro, £10 big up the chimney. Thank you, man. That's so generous, brother. We speak a lot. It's always lovely to speak to you. I give you all the blessings in your business. And, that's really generous, brother. That's really generous. And no way, man. BCG Media. £10 as well. Some shekel, brother. Get up north. Watch the boxing on Saturday. We will look after you. Whereabouts do you live, brother? I love Northerners, to be honest with you. When I was young, I spent all my time down the south. And I didn't really know about the north. But my favorite Northerner was Jim Bowen from Bullseye. He was so funny, man. Apparently he was pissed every time. My least favorite Northerner is, of course, Jimmy Savile. But yeah, Northerners are very friendly, man. And they're fun. I don't know how the girls do it, but they go around wearing hardly any clothes, and it doesn't seem to affect them, even though it's freezing. But thank you so much. That's kind of kind for you. That's really kind, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, BCG. BCG. No, you're from England. Must be Agram. Oh no, I was only saying that because, I made a video weirdly because I'm shadow banned, right? They shadow banned me. And that means that I don't appear high in the search listings. And suddenly, I don't know how it happened. I did a video on Paul Galen vs. Sonny Bum Williams. And it got like 45K, 45,000 views, And it was just a video on a whack fight. But bless you, man. Which part of England, bro? My mouth is watering with all these shit. I think I've thrown it away. I used to have a special 9/11 shekel poster. Triple D got spaz rage when he elbowed Don Charles. Did he? He elbowed John Charles. That's his trainer, though, man. I haven't seen that, bro. Because most of these things are so boring and they're so predictable. BCG could get messy. We have purchased a barrel of ale. Women always respect a man who can take their ale, bro. Don't worry about it, man. A barrel of ale, bro. Who you with? Who you with? How many people you with, bro? Chubby, if you hit the wall, what do you mean by that? What, like a woman who's like, you know, you know, 35 and she went from being pretty to being ugly? Well, I don't understand. Could Big John be a boxer? Well, no. He's a fat, disgusting pig. He'd have to lose many places, many stones. Although Butterbean did a good job, but look at the state of him now. Fergus, he's from Manchester, England, as David Greenblatt would said. Fergus Stevenson. Oh, man, I've been to Manchester. I liked it, but you know what? I went there like 15 years ago, and then went there again last year for a fact. And I was shocked at how much it changed, man. What's that place by the station? Piccadilly Gardens? And it was full of crackheads. It was full of Africans. It was full of degenerates. Bro, man, what did they do to Manchester? BCG up in Barrow and further. Say, oh, no, I'm sure there's worse, bro. I'm sure there's worse. Soweto, like anywhere in Sierra Leone. Oh, dear. Liam and Chains. I saw Sonny Ells skulking around in the absolute cesspit area of Sheffield the other week. Why is he hanging around these rough areas if he's on days? I think the thing with Sonny is he's 8 stone, he's a midget, and he wants to be a bad boy, but he can't be. When you're like that, you can't even knock out 8 stone guys, let alone anyone else. He's got like 4 knockouts and 35. So he's probably hanging around. He wants to be a bad boy. He smokes a bit of greens and probably wants to, hang out and be a bad boy, but he never will be because he's a midget. Monsieur Barish. Hang on. Hello, Tyson. That's my doggy's name. Big up the Chimpanzee community from France. Can we change the subject and talk about Corey's? Oh, please. It's a boxing channel. I've already done enough videos on Corey's and what's his name? That idiot Tyson Fury and Conor McGregor sending a picture of his Corey. I know, it's disgusting, but check my video out. I heard a good saying from a woman once. A perfect woman is one who chases after a man while a man chases after a good job and success for him, her, and his family. Do you agree? I mean, that's pretty good. If you're a woman, traditionally, what you always want is a nice man who doesn't beat you, He doesn't beat you, who will go to work, who will take care of business, make some money, who will come back, he'll see the wife and the kids, he'll hug the kids, and the wife will make him a really nice stew. And he'll gobble it up and he'll be like, this is what life's about. And later on, he might rump her up. He might, get a bit of pum-pum. But, he's probably respectful. He probably just rolls on top of her, smashes her for a couple of 5 minutes and then goes. That sounds like a perfect life to me. My boy Fergus laughing, yeah, because bro. What are your thoughts on David Diamante? I've made that clear. He's a scumbag. His name's David Greenblatt. He's a liar. He says he's 6'9". Fergus, man shows the armpit of brain. I had man saying, shit, really? I bet it wasn't that way because I remember I went to Manchester, England, and I went to Moss Side. I went to a couple of boxing clubs, and I really enjoyed it. And I found Manx to be really friendly. But when I returned there, 15 years later, it looked like a refugee camp. Horrible. You see Jake Paul's side of Emily Bitches? Triple B. Yeah, I did, but I don't care. He keeps on doing women's shows, and they're whack, they're embarrassing. No one cares. If Son, oh sorry, hang on. If Sonny was a heavyweight, would you roast him? Yeah, of course, but you know, I wouldn't offer necessarily to fight him. Like now, I'd fold him in half and knock him out. He's 8 stone, he can't punch. But if he's a heavyweight, well, he's big enough to give you trouble. Butterbean's on the mend. Oh, that's good news. He trained with Diamond Dallas Page. Oh, is he still alive? Because them WWE guys die young. Yeah? To lose weight and was training one last fight. He was in a wheelchair before. I saw Butterbean, Eric Ash, at Bethnal Green. He came by, he sat there. I've never seen anyone so wide. He was like that wide. I can't even do it on the screen. He was huge, man. He was huge, man. Did you see McGregor Corey on Blood? Yes, I did. I saw it on the Mongolian hairdressing forum, and I didn't want to see it, but I did see it. Obviously, I couldn't put it in the video, but to be honest, I don't want to sound like Tyson Fury, but he's got a large Corey. He's got a large Corey, but it's bent as well, which is weird. Say hello, Tyson, because you got Tyson Fury mask on. Am I wrong? No, this is Tyson Fury mask. Well recognized, bro. I thought you were talking about my dog, man. Jake Paul's missus is hot. Well, listen, if you're rich, if you're super rich and you got loads of money, and you can't get a hot missus, then what's the point, man? You know. Do you think Kell Brook is a top or a bottom? I think he's a bottom because he's quite camp. And he's probably like Lennox Lewis and Gay J, you know. He's a boxer, he's tough, and so psychologically he's unhinged. And he puts his face in the pillow and sticks his brown ass in the air and gets smashed. I don't think about it too much. You sound disturbed when you answer that question. Girth states. What you mean? You mean Conor McCrackhead's Corey? I mean, look, man, I don't go around looking at Corey's. I don't even do prawn, right? But yes, I would say his Corey was pretty impressive. I think he had a semi, you know, and he sent to Zelia Blanks. Is it Zelia Banks? Who's a black woman. She's obviously looking to do some oil drilling. Sonny, what's up, Sonny? Chubby, what's going on, mate? Yeah, we're good, man. I'm really glad to do a live. I missed it. I've been low, so you know I'm not making excuses. Like I said, I'm not playing the violin, the world's smallest violin, played just for the mental health. But yeah, I'm cool, man. I love being with the funds. You know. Do you believe the rumors of what Tyson Fury allegedly used to do with his team in the changers? I haven't heard this, man. Tell me more. Tell me more, man. Tell me more. What? Yeah, like, what did he do? Corey business. Obviously, you don't have to be graphic, but what kind of Corey business and who would? I mean, that would be horrible. Tyson is a liar, so we're not put it past him. Yeah, he is a liar. Okay, you know what? You see this, yeah? This is a roll-up. Now, you know, I don't want to talk. I've been hitting the solids or the greens since I was 14, yeah. But I still can't roll. You know, you get them guys, the mutes, and they roll these things, and they're perfect. They're like, seem to be machine made. I ain't that guy. But I think I'm going to hit it, which might mean that I can't last much longer on the stream, but let's do it anyway. One of my neighbours gave that to me. They're really generous. They gave me a pizza once and a whole bag full of greens for nothing. I mean, I've helped her out. I've helped her move. I've helped her do stuff. You know, I've looked after her. I'm nice. She had my, what's it called, broadband account for like 6 months. So, you know what they say, neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours. Yeah, Rampage Jackson said years ago White tried to grape him in the show. Yeah. I've done a video on that. Donnie, have you heard about Turkey and DAZN getting rid of the pay-per-view one? If it's true, I'm glad. But, you know, DAZN have been mocking us with price changes all the time. Oh, no more pay-per-view. Oh, it's only $1.99, and then everything changes, man. Monsieur Barish, glad to hear you ripped on in the latest videos. He is a prime racist. Well, I don't even care. I don't even care if he's racist, but just be honest. Yeah, I don't like white, but right, well, be honest, man. Instead of putting your tongue up Daniel Kinahan's asshole as far as it'll go. If you let one go, you let them all go. Abstain from buying from their shops. Yeah, gay. That was gay Jason, wasn't it, man? Tony Maloney. Do you think Sam Shorter's whacked all over that picture of McGregor? Well, it's interesting because Sam Shorter likes brown men. Obviously, McGregor isn't brown. But I think probably because of the size of his quarry and because he's Irish, for some reason Irish men seem to love oil drilling. Yeah, I believe he has. I don't want to think about it too much, but oh dear me. I'm gonna tell you, on Tyson Fury's next fight, we should get Scottish folk band the Corey. Yeah, I mean he's obsessed with Corey's. That's all he can speak about. See, I can't even roll one that you can smoke from. I have to light it again and again. I'm rubbish at rolling, a ting. Honestly, being a racist minority in other people's countries is dumb. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Christian. The Bible says you should reproduce and hang around with your own people. There's always room to mix a little bit, but this whole multiculturalism thing is fake, and it's there to distract people, get rid of nationalism, make people argue amongst themselves. Sonny, Chubby, do you ever think about leaving the UK and going somewhere else? Yeah, man, like all the time. Question is where? Everywhere you go is going to be multicultural now. No, not everywhere you go, but white countries will be made to be multicultural. So where'd you go? Like East Europe, Russia? I don't want to live in them places. I like to live in Italy. There's some places in America that are still pretty base, but I'm pretty sure America is going to be messed up. UK is going to be messed up. I've thought about it, bro, but I just don't know where the answer is. Iceland is very nice, but I don't speak Icelandic. What are your thoughts on Top Gear Group? Clarkson, May, and Hammond. I don't watch them. Clarkson, excuse me, can seem quite base, but he's just controlled opposition. You don't get that far unless you are bought. Without further ado, Retro, Parker's done everything right too. It's a shame he hasn't got the chance to win the belt back. Oh, Joseph Parker. Yeah, I think he will get the chance. He will get the chance. Joseph Parker's a weird one because I've got a lot of Samoan fans, but they get upset when I criticize Joseph Parker for most likely taking PEDs and being involved most likely in methamphetamine, methamphetamine sales. So Samoans get annoyed at me, but I love Samoans. I love Jai Opataya. That's how you pronounce it. Jai Opataya. It took me like 2 years to know how to pronounce his name. Apparently it's Jai Opataya, not Jay Opataya. And Terra Moana Jr., he's not Samoan, he's from the Cook Islands, which has only got, he's from the Cook Islands and he's Aussie. He's half and half. I think his mum is Aussie. Cook Islands only got 14,000 people on. And them islanders are big. They're always big and powerful, Mix is nothing new. It's always happened, but it's a problem when it's forced. I don't know what happened. Well, I'll tell you what happened, because it's part of the plan. It's part of the agenda. It's part of the clergy plan. Oh, for Clarkson, May, and Hammond had flows defiantly. They had genuine banter. Oh, flaws, definitely. Sorry, but you misspelled that. Genuine banter, but I like how they stuck together after Clarkson was that. Yeah, it's good to have loyalty and honesty, but I don't trust anyone. Anyone who's on like the BBC or a mainstream channel cannot be trusted. Sonny, anyone going to the Wednesday one? I'd love to, but no, I'm not going into London. I live in the suburbs. I'm not really going to London. Tony Malone, why is Cougar ashamed of the Roman Nathan family? Well, you have to ask him, I guess. I mean, it's quite weird because he grew up in Essex, I think, and he claims he was bullied and racism and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, he obviously loves England. Otherwise, he'd be running, huh? He'd be second in command in a B&B in Sri Lanka, right? And all these travelers, like posh travelers, like females traveling, and he'd drill a hole. And he put his camera in there, and he'd take, he spent the whole time whacking off while watching video footage of posh girls taking a dump. So he should be very glad he's in, he's in the UK. He blocked Blue Collar Sports TV years ago, did he? Well, that's because he's a pussy. Apparently, he likes the channel. Actually, Time Wu said that. Actually, Coogan likes the Chubby channel, but he'd never admit it. I mean, white nationalists being infiltrated by fake nationalists, right? Like, what's his face? Who's the Mossad guy? Tommy Robinson. Yeah. How we notice, brother? We have to be clued up. We have to read up. We have to be clued up. Blue Collar, when he's trolling winds people up rotten. Roasted pork is cool as well. I quite like roast. I kind of stay away from. I roast individuals and boxers and stuff, but generally not other channels. I'm not getting into that argument again. You know, everyone's allowed to have a channel. They can have their channel. I don't really watch many channels because, you know, what they can tell me about boxing. I know everything about boxing. I'm middle-aged. Yeah, I've been interested in boxing since I was like 10. I boxed. What are boxing news or boxing channel going to tell me about boxing? Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Blue Collar got another channel called Disturbed Reality. Talks about the cartels. That sounds interesting, man. Monsieur Barish, mark my words, just to watch Usyk Dubois presser, the eyes of Dubois have changed. He's in beast mode. He will beat Usyk. Remember, it's not out of the question. You know, the age difference. Usyk's older. Dubois is like more solid. He's put on weight. He's got different PEDs. This is a good question. When do you become a Christian? Well, I was brought up as a Christian, but I left it when I was about 22, and then I started to party. And then about 6 to 8 years ago, some things happened. I realized all the biblical predictions were coming true. And that kind of shook me out. I mean, word for word, right? You know, even saying stuff like, in the end times, men are going to wear women's clothes. Well, what do you see now? And then I had some personal experiences, and I started to pray a bit, and God helped me. So, you know, that's it. That's it, bro. There's some very strange things about the Bible and religion. Of course there are. But also, when I had COVID, cure of it, obviously I didn't take the Jabba Jibba, but it wasn't pleasant. I prayed to God, can you just like relieve me of this pain? And it went like that. So that's why, man. You live streaming the fight on Saturday? Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. Usyk, Dubon. I'll do the whole show. If Dubon wins, do you think Fish Eyes will let him have more than one? Yeah, because Dubon, Dubon can't be trusted. One beer is enough. Otherwise, he can start harassing people. I don't know, man. He might let him have 1.5. Ligma Canuts. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll upset you. Oscar was based on that video roasting Berlango and Canelo, but he ruined it by wearing a wig. Yeah, and talking so camp. I have it on my video channel. You check it out, man. My boy, Bossy Classics HQ, late. You might have covered it, but what is going with Trump? Compromise much? Wow, well, he's always been compromised, and that's obvious. He's owned by a certain Middle Eastern country. People come out to Christianity, Reggie. I think they'll see the truth. I hope I do, and I pray every day for it, and for all of the funds. How good do you think Costa Zoo was? Oh, super. Yeah, he lost to Vince Phillips and Ricky Hatton. but he was a bit gone by Ricky Hatton. And Ricky actually boxed amazingly that night. It was super fit. But Zhu was a great fighter. I don't really consider him Australian. Now, to me, he's Russian with a bit of Korean, but the Aussies like to claim him because he moved there. But his sons, Tim Zhu and Nikita Zhu, yeah, they're Aussies. But they're not whack, but they're not as good as their dad. And when the dad ironed up Zab Judah, it's one of the... Go watch that video after this. Go watch that video. It's one of the best videos. He gets up on chicken legs and he starts yelling at the referee, I'm fine. And then he falls over again. The referee stops it and he eventually gets up and tries to strangle him. Fergus, what's up, bro? Thank you, brother, for all your love. Any thoughts on the bum family dynamics? Caroline is definitely gay, in my opinion. Well, most of the female boxers seem to be rug munchers. I think Dubois is ruled with an Dubois family is ruled with an iron fist by the father. You never see the mother, for example. Zuni's prime would have stopped happening, probably, but you know, boxing, like any other sport, is about timing. If you time it right, you get the result. You know, it really bugs me when people go, "Oh, who would win between X and Y?" Oh, X would definitely win. That's like, firstly, like, no. It depends when. Depends if they're in good shape. You know, there's top boxers that have been beaten up because they didn't train properly. You know, look at Muhammad Ali getting beat by like Leon Spinks. Come on, man. Leon Spinks is a bum. You know, so it's more like how many times out of 10 would X win and would Y win? That's what you got to do. Yeah, he did a chicken dance. It was a meme. Yeah, it was very funny. And he's not that bad, but he's a bit of a ghetto idiot, you know. Should be. What's your assessment of the Morel decision? Stone cold that. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I made a video on it, and that was a robbery. I thought Khatayev won by 3 rounds and also a knockdown. You know, definitely a robbery. I was annoyed. I put on a bet. He was 5.75, but it wasn't just that. I hate to see robberies in boxing because they ruin boxing. And Khatayev is Russian, so you know, and because the press is so anti-Russian, so I bet they were biased. Zhu, Monsieur Baish. Never knew how to pronounce it. Now I know it's thanks to Zhu. Yeah, it's Kostya Zhu. Konstantin Zhu, Tim Zhu, Nikita Zhu. Yeah, cheers, bro. I'm glad I'm of some usage. Be easier to name field boxers than a straight. Yeah. Who are the straight ones? Sky Mistress Nicholas. Yeah, she's one. Clarence Shields apparently likes men, even though she looks like Michael Nunn, you know, the male boxer. I was a big fan of his. Sky, yeah, I mean, it's too hard to say. There's too few. That's right. There's so many factors going into fights, training atmosphere, referees, everything needs to be taken. Yeah. And, you know, you can't say who'd win between them and them. It depends on so many factors. But the best thing to do is say, let's say Frazier Ali. How many times would Frazier win? You know, because obviously there are 3 different fights. 1, Frazier won, including knockdown. 2, Frazier lost on points over 10. 3, he got stopped in the final rounds when he was winning. So all 3 fights are very different. So what would you say? I'd say if they boxed 10 times, Frazier would win 4 times, or maybe 3.5 times. I know that sounds weird. Holmes stopped Spinks in 3 after Ali. I thought it was 1 round, bro. He showed Spinks' true level of brave German. Yeah, I like Leon Spinks, but, you know, come on, man. You know, I'm glad he won the world championship, but apparently he spent the whole next few months smoking crack and smashing hookers. So that's his fault, man. I can have no empathy. Well, no, not empathy. I can have empathy, but I can't have sympathy for a guy that pisses his career up the wall. Should be got blocked by Sky by completely her time with Eddie Hearn. Yeah, I've done videos on her, and there's a video where there's got Eddie Hearn's shoes outside her room. Monsieur Barish wants to talk about the Corrie, la bite, le Corrie. Enough now. Let's talk about Guido Vianello. Well, if you saw my video, please watch my video on this McGregor incident. You know, Tyson Fury made a tweet and he said it's almost as big. His Cardi is almost as big as Guido Vianello. So there you go, bro. Who are you going for Saturday? You said already. It's too hard to predict. It could go either way. Yeah, I'm edging towards Usyk because I think when he dominated Dubois last time, and it's 2 years later, he's older. Dubois bigger. His PDs are working. I mean, it's a fairly even fight, but I edge towards Usyk because of his skills, man. Yeah, you got to call it like a chunk. That's right, keeping up with the Corries. Right, I'm going to stop at 1:30 because there's been a lot of generous people. So we had the black caller with 199. Thank you, brother. Of course, Shane Bogos, the legend. I'm enjoying the live 66. Thank you for Fergus, who's recently joined 499. Without further retro, my boy, we speak to each other a lot. £10. BCG Media, very generous again. £10. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. You know, I'm also like, you know, humbled, as Gage would say. I'm humbled. There's so much love. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up. I think everyone's going. God bless you. I'll be there for the Dubois Usyk fight. Yeah, all the fights on that bill. So make sure you watch. Peace in the Middle East.